Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at the excellent facilities here at Silvermere. I'm a Golf Monthly Top 25 golf coach, and we're going to go through the ultimate range practice session to get you ready for the start of the season. I think it's really important for a range practice session that you don't just take 100 golf balls and your driver to the driving range. You've got to plan it out and you've got to stage it in a way where you get the most production out of your practice session and therefore walk away happy with the improvement, and you can take that improvement out onto the golf course the very next time you play. So I suggest you split your practice time into 3 sections. Now, I'm not going to give a huge quantity of how many golf balls to hit in these sections. I want it to be more based on time. So let's say, for example, you have an hour to practice. I want you to split your hour time into 3 20-minute sections. And this is really important to do. If you have the luxury of having longer time, let's say 90 minutes, well, it's super easy. Split those 3 sections into 30 minutes each. And if it's a bit more of an express practice session, you've only got 30 minutes, 10 minutes in each section works just as good if you follow these easy instructions, easy steps. Section 1, so the first 20-minute practice session, if we're taking an hour exercise, is mastering the mechanics. And this is really important stage of your practice. This is where you can really go through some of the basics, where you can lie down an alignment stick or an alignment club. So you know where you're aiming and you're getting that correct through every single shot that you hit in these first 20 minutes. You're also going to use this time to effectively monitor ball positions. And as you can see from this clip, I'm showing the driver to be more inside the left heel, working back to the pitching wedge to be more in the middle of your stance, and each longer club goes slightly closer to the left foot. This is a really important aspect, and you see some of the best players in the world, some of the tour pros, still going through these very important aspects of practice. So once you have your alignment down towards your target, so that's keep checking your body alignment, not just your feet, also your knees, your hips and your shoulders. You're then continuously checking that ball position. And this is a really important stage for these first 20 minutes to change clubs. Don't just stick to one golf club, don't just stick to a 7-iron. Go from a lofty club, i.e. a sand wedge. And you don't even have to hit full shots, hit 3/4 golf shots, making sure your alignment and your ball position are absolutely perfect. Then move up to let's say a 9-iron and go through the same process again. Then move on to a longer iron, something like a 6 or a 5-iron, and then finally a few more shots with the driver. Again, checking ball position, checking alignment. The one important aspect as well for this mastering the mechanics is monitor strike. There's a couple of simple ways to monitor strike. The one tool that I always use, and one of the cheapest training aids you'll ever need to buy, is foot powder spray. You spray that on the club face and it leaves a white mask on the club face, and when you hit the ball it will leave an indentation and show you where you've hit. It's a great way of monitoring strike, knowing whether you're hitting more towards the toe, the heel, or absolutely flushing it out the middle. Or maybe pick up some impact tape from a local pro shop, again, that does the same job. It's just not super great on wet ground conditions. The spray is much better on wet ground conditions. Now in this first section as well, mastering the mechanics, this is a great opportunity to record your golf swing. And if you're working on anything with a golf coach, or you're working on instruction that you've picked up from Golf Monthly magazine, or you've picked up from my YouTube channel, this is a great opportunity to try and actually put these new movements into effect. I would always advise yourself to record your golf swing using a selfie stick. And it sounds ridiculous, but you can pick it up off the internet. It's a selfie stick with a stand, and you can fasten your phone into this selfie stick. I would always advise recording your golf swing from waist height and from directly behind or directly in front of you as a player. This is the best way to be able to actually see what you're doing in your golf swing. Never record it too low or with a shaky hand, because you just don't get the clarity as you would do if it's stationary. I also want you to take this opportunity to use this hashtag down below, and let's send it to us via Twitter. And some of the ones that we see, we're going to get the team of top 25 golf coaches to actually give you some feedback on your golf swing. So once you do it at the practice range, use the hashtag here down below, tweet it to us, and we'll get one of our top 25 coaches to reply back to you with some feedback that's going to help you improve. So once you've done this first section, again, this is about a time. So if you've got an hour, this should have taken 20 minutes. Try this, and this might be a hard thing to do. Make every golf ball last 1 minute. And what I mean by that is take your time. Don't just smash it, smash it, mash it. Take your time to actually get prepared, go through your pre-shot routine. Actually, God forbid, do practice swings. No, none of us do it at driving range. Do practice swings and get these first mastering the mechanics section absolutely perfect. It's not so much about the ball flight, it's more about what you're doing in your golf swing. So that's the first 20 minutes, mastering the mechanics. Super important aspect of it, and it's going to get you into the right frame of mind for your practice session. So now we're going to move into section number 2, which is owning the ball flight. I love this idea about being able to shape the golf ball, not just draws and fades, but also highs and lows. So it's a great opportunity to actually visualize a grid of 9 squares, 3 across the top, 3 in the middle, and 3 down below. And almost see these squares as being glass windows. And your task is to try and smash each one of these glass windows with intention. Don't just aim at this massive window and try and smash any. So go for shots that are played high. Playing shots high, allow that ball position to go a little bit further forward. And the simple tip of getting the ball to go actually higher and launch higher is finish with a higher follow through. So feel Luke Donald in your follow through where the hands finish really high above your head. This increases the angle of attack on the way up and gets the ball launching very, very high so you can smash those top windows. You can then look at trying to smash the bottom windows by playing more of a lower golf shot. Simple ways of playing the lower golf shot: move that ball position further back, allow the golf club to lean forward so you're de-lofting the club in selection, and actually hit the ball very soft. The harder you hit the golf ball, the more velocity, the more speed you get, the more it's going to go up. So feel like you're trying to hit the ball slower with less loft, and you can smash those bottom windows. The middle window is just your normal ball flight. So just hit your normal ball flight to smash the middle windows, because that is where you normally see your shot flying. Then trying to play the draw shot. So starting it through those right windows and allowing it to finish back on target. The best way of playing that draw shot, and a lot of ideas around where the club face needs to point, toy with the idea of actually starting the golf club aiming to the right and try and swing further right than the golf club is aiming. This allows the ball to project initially to the right to smash the windows on the right, and if you get your path moving right far enough, you will also curve it back towards target, finishing perfectly in line. To play the fade shot, actually allow the face to sit more left of your intended target line and get the feeling that you're swinging more left of the face. Simple way of doing that: allow your body to aim left, but do not let the face aim too far right. Keep that to the left so that you can start the ball to the left and fade it back onto target. Your task in this 20 minutes is to smash every window and choose different golf clubs. You can either choose them from random, but always have an idea of what window you're trying to smash. Don't just try and smash any. You will find there'll be windows that are really easy to smash and some that are much harder. So hit the easy ones first and then start to work on the ones that you actually find a little bit more difficult. It's a great way to visualize, it's a great way to change your ball flight, and it's a great way to improve ready for the new season. So the final section to your practice, and this one is now the one that's going to take your practice to the golf course. And this is such an important aspect. The question I get asked a lot: how do I take my fantastic range game to the actual golf course? Well, you've got to put yourself under some sort of pressure. Now again, depending on how much time you've allocated for your practice is going to determine how many of these challenges and tests you can do at the end. Now you can do these tests as a solo participator or versus someone. You've either gone to the range with a buddy, or don't be shy to ask someone. Ask a guy that's next to you: hey, why don't we do a closest to the pin to the 100-yard sign? Or why don't we see who can drive it through a row of trees? The tests are going to be dependent on your facility. So the driving range you go to, the tests are all going to be different. What I would like you to do is pick a short game test and keep that consistent. Now this might be a a 50-yard golf shot, a shot ideally that you are weak at. Do not practice and do not test yourself on the shots that you are good at. Practice the ones that you are weak at. So let's say I'm terrible at 50 yards. My test will be trying to hit a target that is 50 yards away. Now, whether that's a net, whether that's a green, whether that's one of these miles per hour signs behind me, I'm trying to hit as close to that target area as I can. The test though, you get 10 golf shots and that's all you get. Your record is to see how many of those 10 you hit your target that you've allocated for. You only get one attempt at the test, and at the end of that test, you've got to write that number down. Put it in your phone, put it in a golf notepad of yours, because next time you come to the range again, you've got to try and beat that score, and that gives it that lovely competitive edge. If you're competing against a buddy or a friend, again, you only get 10 shots at each, and let's see out of those two who can actually win. And I love the idea of it being competitive. The one final one that I love, and this for me, from someone who's obsessed with social media, why not try the idea of going live and to put that idea of people live watching you and how much pressure that's going to be applied. Whether you go live on Instagram, whether you go live on Facebook, on Twitter, or even on YouTube, you can go live now. Set up your phone, share it with your friends, and I tell you what, I've done it a few times. It is a very different scenario when you go live. Your heartbeat starts to race a little bit more, and it puts a bit of pressure on you, which again fuels you to move into a competitive round of golf, knowing that your practice session that you've just done has been applied under pressure. If you're going to do these challenges and going to go live, use the hashtag down here below, and we will happily share them through Golf Monthly if we pick up on them. So let us know if you can do that. I think that's just an awesome idea. So you can either go solo, you can go against someone on the driving range, or you can actually share your practice with all of your followers who watch you, or your friends or your family, whoever watches you, or even set up a WhatsApp group with your mates, just so that you've got some competitive element to it. Once you've done the test, you are ready. That is the best practice session you can possibly have. You've done master mechanics, you've owned the ball flight, and then not only that, you've given yourself a test under what feels more like a competitive pressure situation. I'd love to hear how you get on. Let us know in the comments down below. Stay tuned, loads more great advice coming from Golf Monthly's YouTube channel and website. If you're new to what I do, follow me on my social media, on my YouTube, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, and we'll see you all soon. And hopefully that ultimate practice session, range session, is what's going to get you a much better handicap this new year. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.